Ahoy Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Akane-banashi chapters 61 through 68. So before I get into this recap and live reaction, let me just remind you to hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because of course this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, and we ain't sponsored by Shueisha, we ain't sponsored by Manga Plus, and we ain't sponsored by Viz. And considering how much we promote Manga Plus on this channel, it's kind of surprising, right? But if you love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one, feel free to hit up our Cash App and PayPal. Links are in the description box below. So, last time I covered Akane-banashi, Akane decided that she is going to learn a story that, her father learned. And it's going to be interesting to see the journey that she undertakes to get there, especially since it's going to require learning more about her father. I'm really excited for this. Let's get to chapter 61 first, see what's in store for us today. And chapter 61 is titled Time Machine, and I love this color page. I do. I love the color scheme for it. It's gorgeous. This should be on a shirt. This needs to be on a shirt. Period. So you want to learn more about your father in order to master this particular story? Is that weird? No, it just surprised me is all. You've never asked me about Chitani-san before. That's a good point. I mean, would you want to hear old stories about your parents? That's kind of embarrassing, right? Yeah, I get it. Not really. Though I'd be lying if I said I wasn't curious. Up until now, I've always seen my dad exclusively as my father. But I made a choice this time. I decided that I'm going to win in this election round using Shinta Arakawa's art. Which means I need to know Shinta Arakawa as a Rakugoka. And as a person right down to his nin. Oh, we using the... Wait a minute. Using Hana stuff, huh? Well, I can answer that. Well, I can answer that for you. But wouldn't it be faster to ask him yourself? I can't. I mean, it's not that we have a bad relationship or anything. I talked to him about my friends and stuff. It's just that ever since that day, I've never spoken a single word about Rakugo with my dad. He seems to want to distance himself from Rakugo, and it seems like he's supportive of my goal to be a Rakugoka, but I see. I would suggest not asking Master Shiguma about him. I wasn't planning to. Shall we get to the topic at hand then? Though I can't guarantee it will help you, but he needs to talk about it at some point. Papa is going to have to talk about it at some point. But he'll do it when he's ready. Can't force this on him. Do it when he's ready. It's fine. Thank you very much for your help. Ani-san loved books. He would go to the bookstores all the time. He knew a lot about the older Rakugo stories, too. I didn't know him as well as the others, but he helped look after me when I was just getting started. He was always very sincere and direct in the way he handled his art. I remember that he was very cheerful when he drank. We danced the kapora together quite often. He was sensitive and indecisive, but when you needed him to step up, he was the guy you wanted. I do remember him, not just because of what happened to him. He was very good at Ninja-banashi. He was close with Chocho, wasn't he? That's right. I went out for drinks with him and Master Chocho once. Forget about that. How did it go with the Hikaru? Oh, Master, now you're just being mean. And now that, and that's how Toru saw it. It's why he was able to reach Fudutsume by performing, what's it called? Changing time? So what do you think? Up we go. Are you going to be able to pull off the feel of a married couple? Oof. Guessing that's a no. Oh, shut up. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Here's the chart. Okay, I'm sorry, but I kind of liked it. When you were a kid after you went to bed, Tora and I would have drinks at the table and talk about Rakugo. You did? Yeah. Of course, I don't really know anything about Rakugo, so it was more like he talked and I listened. Oh, I know what it's like. Oh god, I wonder how long he would give her the lecture, the Rakugo lecture. You know what it's like. It would be like, it felt like hours. hours talking when Brian would talk about energy and all this shit. This is how I know a lot about energy and certain things with politics, is because of Brian. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, and IT to an extent. But anyways, if you met yourself from 10 years ago, what would you say? I don't know. Of course, if you wanted to know about Rakugo in that earlier question, the quickest way would have been to share drinks with Toru back then. Oh well, that's impossible, obviously. Hmm. Introducing talented young skit comedians in their second year. What? Tadara. Oh no, I fell asleep. I didn't even wash off my makeup. God. No way, what do you mean? Hmm? Come on, you remember when you had that argument over the essay in 5th grade and Mr. Yanakia had to call me into his office? Oh, the fight with Jumbo and his mom? Memories. Let's see. She's still awake? If you hadn't covered my mouth, I was going to call her a senile old bag. You know you can't call her senile. Oh, but old bag is okay. Honey, are you? I told you I didn't want you using language like, oh. Yes, you need another. Oh, yes, you need another drink. What am I to do with you? This is great. It was always like a dream of mine. To have a drink with my own kid. Aww. Well, she's so happy. I'm surprised. You're already asking for recital practice? Did our discussion earlier help you out? Did. It helped me understand that Rakugo is a time machine. That's actually a good way to describe it, and it's also, think about it this way, it's not just Rakugo, but like, think of like Shakespeare, or Shakespeare's the first thing that comes to mind, but like anything that you're acting from, like Grease, the movie, or like hell, even a more modern example. Look at Rent, which takes place in like the 80s. That when you perform those plays, in the case of Rent, a musical, or well, Grease is a movie musical, but you know what I mean. It's like a time machine because you are traveling back to that time, to that era. Especially in the case of Shakespeare, because you are speaking in ye olde English. In Greece, you are. That's why Pink Ladies kind of piss me off, and that's why I get very annoyed when I see these Hollywood people trying to inject their politics, modern day politics, into these different time periods, because it's like, no, these were different times. They were different. You need to. You got to travel back in time and feel and reenact that time period. Because people need to know what it was like during that time. You can't erase and sanitize it. Like, stop it. Stop doing that. An interesting observation. Before I ask what you mean by that, see, I understand. I understand what she means by that. Especially with Rakugo, it's the same thing. You're reenacting a story from a different time period. You're not like applying modern day lens to it. No, it's straight up reenactment. So I understand. I understand what she means. Before I ask you what you mean by that, let's get to business first. I want to hear how your time travel changing time turned out, Akane-ru. After that, time passed in a flash, with each contestant driven by their own goals. If I win today, I get to perform with Kaisei. Good luck, Daddy! The big day arrived. Only one can emerge victorious, and now the showdown begins. The day of the selection event. Now let's get to chapter 62, which is titled Judging Standards. Senpai, is it just me, or are there more people here than at the Rensekai? Yeah, of course. I mean, today's completely sold out. They've even sold 500 online passes to the live stream of the event. What? That's enough people to fill a Isakate entirely. For a Zenza-only event, this is an unprecedented draw. Almost entirely because of Hikaru, I assume. Notice how the audience here has a different profile from the usual Rakugo crowd? I'm not surprised. With talents like Hikaru, it's like natural for crowds to flock to her. Why are you bragging? Oh, before I forget, you should get prepped for this too. Ah, right. The audience is part of the judging process in this one. Exactly. Oh gosh. Each of the 3 judges can award up to 20 points. As for the in-person audience and online audience, for a maximum score of 100 points, You ask me, this whole system reeks of Master Ikid. It does. Wait a second. This just confirms that Hikaru is going to win, doesn't it? Oh, jeez, how so? Because the audience is made up of her fans, with the same with the streamers. So of course they're going to give Hikaru the best score. It's a huge advantage, right? I'm not sure it's that simple. It's time to start the selection round. The four Zenza who beat the competition in the Rensekai will be competing today for the right to appear in the four-person event, along with 3 major Furitsumi who will lead the Arakawa school into the next generation. Now, let's get right into the performances. Here's our first participant, Zenmai Arakawa. Dude, that hairline. Oh, that hairline. Oh. It's often said that if you gather 10 people, you will receive 10 different opinions. I don't know about that. It depends. It depends. Just as we all have different faces, we all have different temperaments. And some people are extremely stubborn by nature. Oh God. It's not some. It's not some. The story of the stubborn Moxie Bustin. A man brags to his friend that he went to a Moxie Bustinist that's so hot, most give up from the sheer pain of it. Oh, Jesus. But a true Edo native can't resist a good challenge. So what? I'll put the whole pile on my arm. You want to die? A humorous Akane-banashi that depicts the headstrong nature of an Edoko. I think you should probably stop. Why would I? This is nothing. It's just a nice warm... it's just a nice warm tingle. 'Tis just a scratch. 'Tis just a burn. In the 4 years... Wait, here we go. Is it hot? It's hot, isn't it? No, I don't feel a thing. There we go. Let's go. Good reaction. I got him. In the 4 years since we started Kaisei's, always taking all the glory from me. You have no personality. Braid your hair. I had to put up with Master Zencho's disciples. You need more oomph. Dude, imagine if his hair was in braids. And now I finally got my chance to shine. These fresh-faced novices who haven't been around even around a year are not gonna show me up. Oh, that 5-head might, though. Alright, thank you for that. And now it's time to judge his performance. Go ahead and input your scores now. To that braid. Oh, I hate that braid. If you're gonna braid, just braid your whole head. Don't do a single. We have our results. What is Zenmai Arakawa's final score? 75 points. Huh? The numbers are surprisingly varied. Now let's... Ooh, God. Yeah, the stream is 14. The audience is 17. Gakumon's 12. Ryojaku's 17 and Iken is 15. Ooh, now let's hear from our judges. First, a veteran with 50 years of covering the arts, the traditional art critic Gakumon Sada Sensei. Ooh, Gakumon gave him the lowest. What do you think? Well, I saw someone using funny faces and momentum in an attempt to get a reaction from the crowd, and I thought it was desperate. Very poor acting. Ooh. The true Edo style is subtle, not direct, not grasping for the comedy. Also, your speech, you can't pull off the Edo dialect if you can't properly separate your consonants from your nasal sonants. Ooh, I see. Moving on. Prominent figure in Kansai Rakugo, Master Ryojaku's Sakaki, your thoughts? Well, I thought it was great. In my mind, it's all about crowd reaction up there. Master Ryojaku, whew. Look at a guy who's determined to make the crowd laugh no matter what it takes. Huh? Wait. The judges' comments are completely the opposite from each other. What do you think of this, Komi? Huh? Is that the stream? I guess I could see why it would be fun to see it in person and on the stream, but why now? Just watch. That's strange. His performance is less impactful on video. That's what I thought. These judges... How do Kansai and Tokyo professionals assess their fellow Rakugoka's performance? Did it satisfy a seasoned critic? Was it enjoyable to an audience in person? Was it enjoyable as a video? Each judge is working from different criteria. Excelling in just one particular area isn't going to be enough. No, and it shouldn't. It's the overall score we're looking for. In a sense, this is the most logical way of judging someone. and these Zenzas are being forced to go through it. It's a cruel system set up by Master Egan. Oh god, and I love it. Now I'm really curious about the next performer's score. The man who ambushed the audience on the first day of the Mansekai and knocked him flat. Kaiichi Arakawa. Ooh. Honesty, dedication, emotion, gratitude, and an unending love for the customer. Let's go. And this chapter 63 is titled Worst Compatibility. I love these outfits. I do. Alright, let's see. Only 75 points as the lead-off performer in the selection round. That's not bad, I guess, but it's not exactly good either. That's kind of sort of a good score. The least memorable of all. Man, I wish I hadn't on the short end of the stick and gone first. Good job. Here's some tea. What is that? Pity? Huh? You saw my pathetic excuse for a performance and an embarrassing score and thought you'd at least serve some tea and make me feel better. Admit it. Pathetic? No, honey-son, your rendition was really, really good. The problem is the judges. Based on the way the scores varied, I'm guessing that each judge is looking for completely different things. This is actually a really difficult group to please overall. Yeah, exactly. So if I could adjust my performance to match their preferences, I would have done much better. No, you don't do that. You have to have a universal performance that comes from within, as cheesy as it sounds. No. Because otherwise, if you just do it to appease the judges, their preferences, it comes off as very disingenuous. The preferences of the judges in that case, I think Hachi has the worst compatibility. The thing that got him into this selection round was the sheer volume of laughter he got, I'm guessing. But if he reaches too hard for laughs, it'll be a repeat of the last guy. So he's guaranteed to lose, huh? Oh, I wouldn't be so sure. Remember, he used to be a top-notch salesman. And man, used to making numbers go up with this gift for gab. In many Rakugo stories, you'll find a reoccurring character named Yotaro. I love this art so much. But that's true. He's a salesman. He knows how to gab. He knows how to get an audience going. But, as I said, these judges are looking for that extra someone, or extra something, not someone, extra something. Will he have that extra oomph, that extra je ne sais quoi that they're looking for? Or will it be empty? We'll see. In many Rakugo stories, you'll find a recurring character named Yotaro who's portrayed as a bit of a dunce. Yotaro, what are you doing? You're helping out at the shop today. Golden Bamboo, Yotaro works for his uncle's antique shop and finds himself getting into trouble in humorous ways in the Akane-banashi. Yotaro, why are you clipping the cat's claws? Why wouldn't you clip the cat's claws? Thanks for reminding me. My cat's claws, yeah, if I don't clip them, they hurt like a mofo. I'm just doing what you told me, Uncle. You gotta keep your nails trimmed. Yes, you, not the cat. No, you want to keep the cat's claws trimmed. They hurt like hell. Look at the poor thing. It's sliding across the roof without its claws. Golden Bamboo. Akane-banashi. That's a smart choice. Akane-banashi are highly polished little stories. They don't need wrinkles or, extra puns and wordplay because they're funniest when performed as is. The Zetsu stage is for learning the fundamentals of Rakugo. It's best to stay true to the roots for now. You could tell he's playing it he's playing it very plain for the judges. No, that's not it. He's feeling the room, trying to sense the audience's mood. Make yourself useful and clean out the front yard. Make yourself useful and clean out front, Yotaro. Go and fill this bucket, then use the ladle to spread the water about. Okay? Don't fool, you're spilling it. I said spread, just swing back and forth like this. Swing back and forth. No, that's not what I meant. Oh, I get it. Not that kind of swinging. I'm talking about the ladle. Swing the ladle. Huh? That isn't, why is he threatening me? That last part isn't in Golden Bamboo. Oh, I can't do it. Wait, for that matter, none of this stuff is. Stop threatening me. Why are you, Uncle? He's gone blank. After what happened to the last guy, he's throwing in every wrinkle he possibly can. Dude, this art is everything. Reading the room and adding jokes if the crowd is receptive is a typical thing to do at an ordinary show. But this is a competition, and he's being judged. Are you serious, man? He's making my performance look straight-laced by comparison. Oh, he mad. Lean this hard into it, and that judge is gonna think, this is stupid. It is stupid! And that's what makes it funny. I'm fine with that. I'm not trying to gain the traditionalist esteem in the first place. There's only one thing I'm seeking here. The smiles of the customer. But that's the... I know. But that's a huge problem. Everyone else is happy, then I'm happy too. It has to be that way, because if I lose sight of the smiles, because that's the company values: honesty, dedication, emotion, gratitude, and unending love for the customer. #1 yearly sales. Then what was the point of quitting sales in the first place? Ooh. So let's get to chapter 64, which is titled "This is so stupid." It is so stupid. It is, but you don't. But like doing that, just I don't know. I know you're trying to not piss off the traditionalists. You don't give a shit about the traditionalists, and you're just trying to make everyone smile. But I don't know. I feel like it's kind of insulting to the source material, at least in my opinion. This is so stupid. Rakugo is a folk art steeped in tradition, a mere zenza taking the works passed down by his forebears and rearranging them to his liking. You're making light of a proud tradition. Alright, I've got to leave now. Yotaro, if you need help with anything, ask your aunt. Yotaro's uncle put him in charge of the shop. Eventually a visitor came by. Pardon, would the old man happen to be in? Old man? See, I'm here on an errand for a fella named Sakichi Kaguya in Nakabashi. Tell your old... Oh my god, you are gonna kill me here. Tell your old man I'm here to confirm 7 items that your broker Yaichi purchased in your name, specifically the wazisashi with decorative pieces by Yujo, Soju, and Kojo, and the held by Bizeno Safune, Master Noramutsu, which Shibuchi inlaid by Somen Yokoya. Also, the wood handle Osaimi's Cassia turns out it's bogwood. So I'm letting you know he was barking up the wrong tree. Then there's the pot hook with the base of golden bamboo from Mount Wangbo with the cylindrical flower vase with the Ensho Soho brand oil-based incense holder, Nunko's teacup, the hanging scroll written by Matsuo Basho saying old pond frog jumps in sound of water, and a little yobu screen decorated by Zen masters Chaplain Mokuan and Engine. Well, the thing about that Byobu is my boss's Buddhist temples in Hyogo, and the Bozo priest there loves that Byobu. So boss is blessing the Bozo in Hyogo when with the Byobu briefly speaking. Everyone's like, what the fuck is going on? Oh my god. What the actual fuck just happened? Auntie, there's some weird guy here. That long speech is the real draw of golden bamboo. The lady of the house? Shall I repeat the message? The merchant repeats this long esoteric message in thick Kamigata. Oh my god! He has to repeat it in Kansai? Thick Kansai dialect several times? Oh, that's gotta be suck. I love Kansai Ben, but Jesus, that's gotta suck if you're not Kansai and don't have the Kansai accent. Oh, that's gotta suck. Hyoko? The message itself is hard to decipher, but it boils down to business talk. And when a talented businessman is the one delivering that speech, it's a deadly weapon in his hand. It transformed a Rakugo performance into a business discussion. That the hilt by Bizeno Safune, Master Noramitsu with Shibuchi inlaid by Somen Yokoya, Pasta the wood handle was Siamese Cassia. Turns out it's bogwood. So I'm letting you... Oh god, I love Kansai, but kill me here. I'm letting you know as we barking up the wrong tree. Then there's the pot hook with the base of golden bamboo from Mount Wangbo, the cylindrical flower vase with the Ensho Soho brand Or wait, Oribe's incense holder, Nanko's teacup, the hanging scroll written by Matsuo Basho saying old pond frog jumps in the sound of water. Briefly speaking, you get all that? Oh my god. Oh fine, I suppose I have no choice. Since you insist, I'll take this one. Thank you very much. Then let's get started on the contract. When did I lose my joy for seeing smiles on the face of my customers? I was happy when they were pleased with my suggestions, but customer satisfaction and the company's profits are not always linked. The branch hasn't hit its numbers yet. Is there any way you could get us one more order? In order to hit the quota, there are times that one has to recommend a product when it is less than satisfactory. Congratulations on making the sale. Way to go, Section Chief. Receiving praise for lying only makes me feel more conflicted. Thanks. What I wanted was a product that I could tell a customer with all my heart. This is the best. Here. I got these tickets for a business partner, but they had to back out. Go ahead and take a breather for yourself. And then, I had an encounter. That you show Arakawa's solo show with a product that was worth betting my life on. So you want to please the audience before you, and that is why you want to be a Rakugoka? Everyone knocks on my door hoping to do the same, and most of them give up and quit. Making others laugh can mean leading a life without laughter for yourself. Are you determined to survive and not let that break your spirit? I am. Very well then. To put good outcomes first and foremost, I give you the stage name of Kaichi with the kanji for joyous and one. If you do anything to betray this moniker, I will expel you. Live up to your name, Kaichi Arakawa. It's not like back then anymore. The smiles on the audience, their delight, their laughter, all of it gets my blood pumping. This is the best. There's no greater joy out there. His monologue in the Kamigata dialect, perfect rhythm, enunciation, projection. That's not just practice, it's a desire to entertain, but most notably, it's a strong, sturdy core at the center of everything he does. I like that, but I don't know about Sensei here. Just because he's earnest doesn't mean he isn't spoiling the works of those who came before him. And again, it's not often you see a man so dedicated to his audience. Ribbit. Good grief, this is so stupid. It is. But sometimes, like, being stupid, especially if it's, like, stupid in the best way, is good stupid. When we're laughing, when you have the person, when the person is making you laugh with them and not at them, it's good. But then there's like really stupid, like dumb stuff, and it's just like no. There's smart stupid too. I like smart stupid. Smart stupid is good. Okay, so now we're at chapter 65. I love this color page, and chapter 65 is titled Most of All. Thank you very much. That was Kaichi Arakawa. Now let's proceed to the scoring. Please enter your scores now. I'm alright. So what if you got a better reaction than me? You performed in the exact way that old man freaking hates. Please, come in lower than me. We have a total, the score is 91. Yeah, Ryochaku, I'm not surprised Ryochaku gave him 20 points. Gakuman, the audience gave him 20. I knew the audience in the street were going to give him high scores. Gagumon, I think I understand why Gagumon gave him 16 because obviously because of the audience, but those 4 points came off from not being traditional, obviously. 91 points? Our first score in the 90s, that easily puts him in first for now. No way! How come that one judge gave Kaichi such a high score? That's a very impressive score. How do you feel right now? Damn, that feels good. No other words. All reference. So that's a catchphrase started by swimmer Kosuke Kitajima after he won the 100-meter breaststroke at the 2004 Athens Olympics. The kids won't get that one. Damn it, why did that joker get all the points? Because he's able to joke about it. Regardless of who the judges are, even when stepping off the stage, his attention is still fully on the audience. He stays consistent to his core. Kaichi's a strong opponent. Yeah, see, Kaichi is true to himself. He don't give a fuck about the judges. The thing that's with him is that he cares about what he does, which is make people happy. And he's going to do what he needs to do. And he's going to give the soul to it. He's not being disingenuous. Nah, he's very genuine in what he wants to do. So, that was Kaichi Arakawa. going to take a 15-minute break now. Oh, Googling yourself? It must be nice to have 91 points. Oh, look at this. My wife and son are sending me their thoughts on my performance. He's excited that Daddy is on TV. 91 points, he said it was good. Aww, what? Oh, that's so cute, isn't it? Man, who decides to quit his stable office job and be Rokugoka when he's got a family to feed, though? I know, but if I can't be happy, there's no way I can make my family happy. Are you sure you can find the bathroom on your own? You won't get lost? Yeah, I'll be fine. I'll be right back. Of course I won't get lost, Mom, because I'm not actually going to the bathroom. It's a very important test today. I want to show Dad some support before he goes on. You know you're not supposed to go backstage. Even family isn't allowed back here. Now, go on. It's true, though. If I don't make Shinoichi, I can't make my family happy. Will the next performer please get ready in the wings? Alright. So, here's Hikaru. Hikaru's next. Going now. Hey, do you have a moment? What's up? You really want me to come to the wings with you? Is that a bad thing? Not at all. Oh, that reminds me, I saw your photo book. Huh, Sana? Thanks, but why? Oh, Karashi gave it to me. Karashi's the guy from the Karaku Cup, real skinny, eyes like this? I see, yes. Karaku Cup. I went on after the biggest laughs of the day, and then you went on after me. The situation now is kind of similar, right? Oh, you're thinking, now that you mention it, right? I mean, it was a year ago, and memories fade with time. But I remember it like it was yesterday. I remember it and gnash my teeth, hold back tears, and feel pitiful and small. Karu, the truth is I lied. I do love Rakugo, but most of all, it's you. I became a Rakugoka so that I could beat you, Akane Arakawa. You're finally paying attention to me, Akane. Don't worry, I don't bear a grudge against you, and I don't hate you. I just want you to watch up close. Now let's bring out our next performer. Here's our third one of the day, so you have the chance to see Hikaru Arakawa. How I polished my craft. Here we go. So much cheering just for walking on stage. He must be the popular voice actor. Another eccentric choice of pupil, Iken. Eccentric? Rather harsh choice of words, Sensei. But if you allow me to quibble with you, there are certain feats that take an eccentric to achieve, sir. Let's get to chapter 66, which is titled Let's Forget About It. Yo, Haya, is Kumi here? There you are, Kitsan. Come in, stop. In Rakugo, we distinguish characters by speaking style and wording, not by altering their tone of voice. Cut down the change in vocal styling. Forget the way a voice actor would play it. Try again. Yes, sir. Pardon me, but your work appointment is soon. Pardon me, that's enough for today then. But I still have time. Please more tutelage. No. You must not disregard your voice acting career. Cover the same part next time. Practice it well. Yes, master. It's been half a year since the day I started as Iken Arakawa's apprentice, and all that I've done is the same practice and repetition. It's frustrating. I should be limiting how much voice acting work I do so I can get more time in with Rakugo. Oh, and don't go cutting down on your voice acting gigs just for more practice time. Does that upset you? No. I became a Rakugoka so that I could beat you, Akane Arakawa. I didn't know she felt that way. I have no idea what I did to bring on those feelings, but she's successful enough to have a photo book, and she's a very popular voice actor. And she still wants to be a Rakugoka? It takes a lot to make a declaration. I'm sorry. And she still wants to be a Rakugoka? It takes a lot of dedication to make that decision. I want you to see how I've polished my craft. Oh, I'll see it. I'm watching, Hikaru. In the bathhouse, they share stories of the flowers. They say that the blooming of flowers brings out the worst in some people. It's a time with little entertainment. So some folks made Hanami flower viewing their source of joy. Yo, Haya, is Kuma here? There you are, Kitsan. Come in. I think the time is right, huh? I'm surprised how much you've practiced the same simple routine without a single complaint. Let's forget about it. Forget everything you've been doing. What do you mean? It's very simple. I think we should make use of the weapons you already have. I heard you wanted us to... oh my god. I heard you wanted to see us, so I rustled up Kin-chan and Han-chan too. So what's this about? I hear the next 2 or 3 days are the right time. Why don't we all go to Hanami? Oh, Hanami? Wait, sorry. Oh, Hanami, hang on. Sounds good to me. I've been too busy to go see the Blossoms myself. Is she serious? I don't want to just go there and drink, though. I know. Why don't the four of us make a big thing of it? God, this art is everything. What do you mean by that? You want the four of us to get together and do something? Oh, I like that. What should it be? She's completely changing her voice for each role. Incredible, her voice is changing on a dime. I'm in heaven. As it happens, I've already got a script in my head. Oh, yeah? What's that? She makes it so clear which character is talking. She's performing so you can tell the difference from sound alone. See what she's doing when they're so distinct. You can absorb the entertainment of the story even through a screen. Ha, so she's got her streaming strategy on lock, huh? I know why the crowd loves it, but the way she's performing is completely removed from the fundamental nature of Edo Rakugo. Is that what you're thinking? Ah, you could tell, huh? There was once a Rakugoka who performed the same way she does. Back in the golden age of radio before television became widespread, he would perform Rakugo for the radio, changing his vocal style for each career. Or sorry, why did I say that? I'm sorry. Oh God. He would perform Rakugo for the radio, changing his vocal style for each character. He was tremendously popular with the general public. He expanded the reach of Rakugo greatly. Understand by listening. It's a simple thing, but being audibly distinct and legible can be a massive weapon all on its own. But one needs a strong Rakugoka's foundation to make use of it. He's got very good training. This technique is named after a form of entertainment from the 17th century where a single blind performer would play the instruments and make the voices of 8 people all on his own. Eventually, in the world of Rakugo, the term came to refer to a performer who created distinct vocal ranges for all of the characters. As you suspect, Ryojaku, this is frowned upon by Rakugo aficionados. It's an art considered heretical within the realm of Rakugoka, and it's known as 8 Blind Men. Oh, this I love this. I love how demonic they look. And I love like how Hikaru is giving off Lilith vibes. Yes! Yes! Ooh, I'm getting my Lilithness. Yes! Okay, now let's get to chapter 67. Creating a distinct voice for each character. An art considered heretical within the realm of Rakugoka. 8 blind men. Why don't we get together and do something for Hanami this year? Oh yeah? What do you have in mind? And chapter 67 is titled, Still That Girl, Still That Bitch, Let's Go. Revenge. The 4 of us will put on a play about revenge. Here's the script. 2 brothers on a pilgrimage all over Japan come across a masterless ronin with whom they have an old score to settle. But just as they are about to exact revenge, a traveling Rakubu monk, or Buddhist pilgrim, monk makes a plea for peace. The brothers and the ronin come to see eye to eye, and the 4 of them lead a great procession of singing and dancing. And by the play's end, all the other folks out enjoying Hanami won't be able to resist joining the celebration. What do you think? Sounds fun, right? In this story, the play the characters put on steadily becomes more realistic, blurring the line between truth and fiction. In addition, the cast grows over the course of the story. Hey, I like it. Good idea. And so the 4 men begin rehearsing their impromptu play. At last the big day arrives. Curious onlookers are a fact of life in Edo. A huge crowd gathers around the ronin and the traveling brothers once they start their confrontation. Hey, how long do we have to keep up this sword fighting act? You have no choice but to commit to the bit, man. Our Rakugo hasn't shown up to stop us yet. At that time the man meant to play the Rakugo was no, stuck having drinks with his uncle and had yet to arrive. Go, you can do it, fellas. What's the meaning of this, townsfolk? Oh, Sir Samurai, there's a battle of revenge afoot. What? Revenge? You there, traveling pilgrims! I am struck by your righteous vow for vengeance. We samurai will come to your aid. Dude, I love this art. It's giving what it needs to give. I wish this is the kind of thing that Oh my god. That this see like this series is so meh that like I just and also my memory is complete ass. I forgot the name of it already. Here it goes. Icehead. This is the kind of thing that Icehead Guild is lacking. It's sad, and a lot of the new series in Weekly Shonen Jump are lacking. Martial Master Asumi is not lacking it, and I'm happy. I'm so happy with that manga. I'm sad about Tenmaku Cinema. I hope that manga survives. But Martial Master Asumi, oh, that manga makes me happy. Anyways, you're helping? The more characters there are in a Rakugo story, the harder it can be to follow the conversation. Who's talking right now? But if you alter your voice to make each character distinct, following along is no sweat. That's right, in a voice actor's wheelhouse is what most people assume, I'm sure. However, the ability to create varied vocal ranges and instantly switch between isn't a skill one acquires through voice acting. Also, Mr. Madoka, I have a brother 2 years older than me. When we were kids, I was always hanging around him when we played, and when we played, it was with his friends. I'm sure you know how cruel children can be to each other. If we were on the same team, they'd say, "No, girls, you're too weak." Oh, but all that did was make me even more determined to win. I would kick off my shoes and run around barefoot if I had to. I think I'm still that girl. Um, I think I'm still that girl down at my core. That's why I keep chasing after her. In that sense, I'm glad it was Rakugo. You're glad? I mean, the only thing on the stage is a cushion to sit on. Up there is just you and the audience. No other art form tests the skill of the performer in that way. I want to test my own ability as an actor. Plus, thanks to Rakugo, I can compete with her on even terms. I'll use my voice acting Rakugo and everything I built up over the years to beat her for good this time. It's August, we're at the peak of summer, and though it's far out of season, the cherry blossoms are in bloom. The weapon you've honed in preparation for this day is not simply for show. Use it and take your revenge. The story known as the Hanami Revenge. This art gives me so much life. So she's combined her talent for voice acting with Rakugo, all while keeping the streaming audience in mind. Interesting. She's really going in for the kill this time. Now your photo book could have used a smile like that. Aww. Alright, get into the final chapter of this live reaction, chapter 68. When feelings get too strong. Whoa, I'm all about it, Hikaru. Everyone, watch. Rakugo is wild. It's crazy. No words. Hikaru's Rakugo is incredible. I wish I could have been in person. I love when we get tweets and stuff up in Manga. She's so divine. Thank you very much. That was Hikaru Arakawa. Let's move on to the judging phase. Judges, audience members, and stream watchers, input your scores now. Akane has to be considered the strongest contender here. If I wanted to stand a chance of winning, I need to beat Kaichi's score of 91. Please score lower than me. Lower. We've got our total. Can you guess how many points? Can you guess how many points Hikaru Arakawa has earned? Ooh, a 93. A total of 90. Of course, you know what? I'm not surprised by the stream score. No, a total of 93. I wonder if the scores were docked because of the style. I would not be surprised. With that, she surpassed Kaichi's score and now sits in first place. And she's earned her first perfect score from the streaming audience. She has many fans, and she performed in a way that's easy for beginners to parse. It's no wonder she got high scores from the audience, but the judges also gave her uniformly high scores. I guess that proves her Rakugo skills are the real deal, irrespective of her fame. Yeah. How does it feel to be in first right now? Hikaru seems awfully calm up there. She's not different from usual. All the work she's done to prepare for today has paid off. She's in first place, at least for now. You think she could be happier about the result? Nah, of course you can't be happy, not yet, and the reason's obvious. Your opponent's still waiting. She's polished her Rakugo skill and vocal abilities so much since the Karaku Cup. I became a Rakugoka so that I could beat you, Akane Arakawa, so I made up my mind. I decided I'm going to be a Shinoichi and prove that Dad's Rakugo was great. Akira Ani-san gave me 3 options that day. A story that disregards the judging process and gets the most out of my nin. A story with easily enjoyable characters that an audience would love. They each chose stories that allowed them to make use of their experience. That is so true! I chose neither of those options. What I chose, the reason I became a Rokugoka. Yeah. What do you think, Master Ryujaku? Closer at last. Finally, Akane gets to go on. You had a lot to drink. Are you going to be able to focus? Yeah, for sure. Nothing leaves me intoxicated, save for girls. Uh-huh. Bear-chan and Kyo-chan should have stuck around and watched with us. They didn't have a choice. They both had meetings for upcoming events. Still, well, I'm happy. The person who I really wanted to see Akane-banashi performance was you, Gurin. What's that mean? What's this? You seem to be enjoying yourselves. Oh, here to join us, Master? Akane-banashi about to go on. Ah, yes. Iken's public audition, is it? Akane is going to perform the story I recently taught her. Which of the 3 did you teach her? Changing time? Oh, it was her choice. I suppose I'll watch too. Really? That's what I like to hear. We're down to our final performer in today's selection round. After this performance, we'll finally have our finalists, the Rokugoka who will be joining Master Iken's 4-person event. Without further ado, let's bring out the final performer of the selection round. Here I go, Dad. Akane Arakawa. Oh, you still want to do this? Yes, I'm going to be a shinoichi of the Arakawa school and make them all realize, especially him, how great my dad's craft was. From the time she was little, her feelings have never wavered. The fact that she's gained so much skill at her young age shows you the strength of those feelings. But, this panel, it gives me so much life. But when feelings get too strong, they can become shackles that hold you down. How does Akane's view Shinta's art today? To her, this performance could be a watershed moment for her life as a Rokugoka. Please relax and listen to my story. Dude, next chapter is what we've been waiting for. It is going to be everything. I can't wait for this. I'm glad I decided to catch up with Akane-banashi today. I'm glad, because we got all the competitors' stories done, and now I can focus on the next time I cover this will all be Akane. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this. And hopefully my air conditioning will be working by then. Oh my god. My air conditioning not working when it's 93 degrees outside really goddamn sucks. I hate relying on fans and ice packs. It is the worst goddamn thing ever. It is. But I'm very curious what you guys thought of these chapters. Are you guys excited for what we're going to get with Akane? I am. I really love how everything is connected too with the performances as well. I do. Because she could have performed those 2 stories, but nah, she didn't. This is the right choice for her. But the other thing I was going to say is, I do like the analogy, as I said earlier, I like the analogy with the time machine in terms of the Rakugo. I like that a lot, especially when it comes to like historical pieces. I think that's very important, especially since with the entertainment industry right now, Western entertainment industry right now, mofos are trying to inject their gender ideology and racial politics up in there and trying to Cleopatra, the best example of this. Look at what happened with Cleopatra. You're trying to inject their fucking politics up in there and make Cleopatra black, and the Egyptians were not happy with that. Nah. If you're going to do like a biopic or a historical historical biopic or whatnot, nah, you gotta make sure it is accurate to the time period. Hell, I mean, I'm doing a story for Bounding about Anthony Mackie being a goddamn jackass about Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter not being diverse enough, in particular for Lord of the Rings with Frodo. It's like, dude, do you not realize that I'm not well versed in Lord of the Rings, but based on the research I've done, it's like, dude, the region that Frodo and the hobbits are in, what do you want? There's not going to be that. And plus, it's based in Europe. It's like Middle Earth is like in Europe, from what I get. I mean, come on. Like, just stop. Stop doing this. Stop. This is ridiculous. This is so fucking stupid. It is. It's just stop interjecting your racial politics into shit. Especially when it comes to, like, historical stuff. It's very annoying. I know I'm trying not to do it, but, like, I have to do it for this. I have to, and example purposes and all that. But anyways, I'm very curious what you guys thought of these chapters. I want to know what you guys think, especially of the art too. Are you excited for, especially when it came to HIKARU'S? Oh my god, HIKARU'S art! Oh my god, the Lilith fantasy. Yes, the Lilith of Rakugo. No, she's not the true Lilith of Rakugo. No, we already have it with Lilith. But the demonic vibe I got from her was everything. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What you guys think, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing. I want to help keep this operation alive and kicking squeaky, keep bringing you more Akane-banashi content. Few ways you could do that. Donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something off our Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.